What's up, guys? I'm uh I'm gonna do a video here talking about something because I've got something I need, something grinding my gears, I guess you could say, on this. And it's one of our favorite campaigns that I've noticed everyone seems to like talking about right now. And when it came out, and that's well, as you can see, it's Stalingrad, right? A lot of people, a lot of reviews, a lot of stuff out there on this campaign. Are there some pros to it? Yes, absolutely. Are there some cons? Yes, absolutely. Nothing's ever going to be perfect. But I've kind of noticed, just for whatever reason, it just seems to be the popular thing to just bash on Gaijin or Darkflow, or who I'm pretty sure Darkflow's like the brains behind it, and Gaijin's just publishing it or something like that. I don't know. I know they're both involved in it, and if you look close enough on some of the Normandy maps, you can actually see the Gaijin logo on some of the buildings. But enough on that. My thing with Stalingrad, and I like Stalingrad. Now, a lot of this stuff I go in knowing, yes, I did pay the $30. It was mainly for the flame tank. I do have access to all the equipment. Can that skew my experience with it? Yes. Yes, it can. I'm fully aware of that. That just whole process is not lost on me. Okay? I go in knowing fully well that because I paid the $30 that I may or may not have had a different experience than, say, Joe Schmo over here, who's barely, making ends meet, that has to play this game for free. Alright. And not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, they made it as a free-to-play game. I think they should kind of embrace that aspect a little bit more, but at the same time, at the end of the day, Gaijin, Darkflow, these are companies. These are corporate entities with one sole goal. And that goal is to make money. Okay? That's it. There is no feel good, oh, hey, power of family, friendship, this, that. This isn't a fucking Nick Jr. cartoon. This isn't a Mickey Mouse Club. Alright? They need to make money in order for them to survive, in order for this game to survive, in order for a lot of their intellectual properties to survive. They need to have a monetary cash flow. That's just the facts. And a lot of people, for whatever reason, do I think it's a little shitty, just a little bit shitty, but some of these people, when you hear them talk about this campaign in particular, because I've noticed the one big gripe across all the fucking platforms, doesn't matter who you talk to, who you get this from, the majority of people will say it's shitty that, half the fucking content is behind that $30 paywall. Is it a little shitty? Yes. Completely shitty, like end the fucking world. Guys, calm your fucking tits. Like, for real, calm your fucking tits. Alright, it's one campaign. You don't have to play it. There's 4 others. Alright, if you want to come at me with some of the other shit, with it basically being, Berlin, but with extra steps, that's perfectly fine, because it kind of is to a point, but I still play it. The similarities are definitely not lost on me on that aspect, but if you're gonna sit there and just bitch and moan and complain about, oh, well, it should be free, and this is free, and it's a free-to-play game, and this and that, it's like, well, guys, let me let you in on a little secret. And maybe this is just because, maybe I'm a little bit older and I see, kind of the follies of my younger years, and I'm able to identify some of the me being a dumbass moments in that aspect. But hey, guess what, guys? Nothing in life is ever completely free. It's just a fucking sad fact of life. Alright, not to get too overly political here, but like, when I hear people, say, oh, they need to forgive all this student loan debt and this and that and everything else. I don't know. Again, maybe it's just because I was in the Army and let Uncle Sam beat up my body and got a free ride after fucking the Army. Wanted to stay in, but, you know, powers that be couldn't allow that to happen. Did want to stay in, but hey, that's in the past. Nothing I can do about it now. And ultimately, that's also not what this video is about. But things change. So with people sitting there, oh, you know, it's not completely free. It should be completely free. You know, with the student loan thing, it's like, well, you got the bachelor's degree in underwater basket weaving. Supposedly, you're smarter than me. You have, you know, X amount of stats backing you on a college-educated person being more likely to get hired for X job, X job, X job, X job. Go ahead and figure it out yourself, buddy. There's no reason I should be paying for your education. I'll do it grades fucking K through 12. But, you know, when you start, you know, hitting them 100, 2 level, 300 courses, college level, that's where I'm going to start drawing the line. Anyway, that's enough of that. But even here with this, with Gaijin, with Dark Flow, with Enlisted, people want everything in this game to just be absolutely fucking free. Guys, I understand they've released it free to play. Just because it's released free to play does not mean, you know, you're not gonna have to end up putting in some kind of money at one point. Now you can go completely free to play, and there are people that do it. You know, me, I like the game enough to the point where I go, you know, I look at EA, I look at Activision, I look at the stuff that they've produced over the years, and when I say over the years, I'm talking like 5 years from now to back then. So, me, I'm more than willing to pay these guys $30. Right? Because I like what they do. They give out what I think is generally a good product, and I want to see it survive. I really do. You know, and it's not even just with video games with me on that. I mean, I do the same thing. I'm a bobblehead package holder for the minor league baseball team down the street from me. All right? And, oh, he's a bobblehead pack. Guys, it was only like $200 that I paid out in like 5 months. All right? I'm not made of money bags over here. Just want to get that out there. You know, before anyone starts saying some shit. But, I mean, with this game, I'm perfectly fine, you know, supporting these guys. Because these guys, I think they do a good enough job to deserve it. And, you know, I know that when these guys start on something, that when they actually do start, like with Stalingrad here, you know this isn't just going to be the end of it. You know, they're going to be adding on stuff onto Stalingrad. They're going to unlock all the equipment for the campaign eventually. Don't worry, completely free to play, guys. Do I think it's a little shitty that they did you dirty like that? Yes, absolutely. Is it the end of the fucking world? No, absolutely, it's not. So stop pretending it is. All right. And another thing with the people that are really getting on these people trying to make money is they'll go, oh, well, they shouldn't be doing it like this, and they provide no solutions to that problem that they've just brought up, that they've created. So you don't like the fact that Dark Flow or Gaijin, whoever, is charging $30 for the flame tank and unlocks half the equipment. Okay. A, you don't have to play that campaign. B, if you do want to play that campaign and you don't want that stuff in there, tell me how you would execute differently. And when I ask people that, they tend to look at me like I have a dick growing on my forehead and, you know, bumble around and stuff. Now, there are some that have gone and suggested in some videos that I've seen using a more Fortnite model. Guys, I play Enlisted because I like Enlisted. I don't play Enlisted because I like Fortnite. And that's not me really ragging on Fortnite. I mean, Fortnite's just not my fucking game. I don't really like the Battle Royale stuff. I've tried it. It was a big fad for the longest fucking time. That's one of the other things I like, these guys for is they don't really chase fads. Yeah, sure, with the loot boxes and maybe and such and some of the monetary stuff, perhaps a little bit you have an argument there, but when it came down to, sorry about that, had a little hiccup on the audio on that portion. But when it comes down to, Battle Royale, they may be an event that you don't have to participate in, but that's not the whole goal of the game, right? And with some of the stuff that Battlefield and Call of Duty, and believe me, guys, I've played a lot of FPSs. I'm not FPS Doug levels of first-person shooters, but I like them. I do. They're a good time killer. Kind of help me de-stress, and that's all I'm really kind of looking for. Also, kind of, if I really feel a bit competitive that day, I know I can do some stuff in this and actually hunker down and really try to win one. And for the most part, everything seems pretty fair, especially with the gunplay and everything else. But with some of these developers, EA especially, EA loves chasing trends. That, like, look at Battlefield. Specifically, look at Battlefield. I think it was was it Battlefield 5 or 2042 when they were at that, I want to say they were at IGN. And they were like, oh, hey, guess what, guys? We got a whole, a new thing for you. And a guy comes up and he goes, it's Royale. And it's just like, we didn't play Battlefield for Battle Royale. We played Battlefield because it was Battlefield. We played Call of Duty because it was Call of Duty. And these guys, they definitely, from what I've seen, care about their craft. They like trying to produce some kind of authenticity to, not completely. I mean, there's shit I do in this game all the fucking time that I go, yeah, you're not doing that in real life. But there's definitely enough of an authentic, I guess you could say, vibe to it that I like, because one bullet will and can kill you, right? And that's how it is in real life. One bullet can and will put you the fuck down. And just kind of that snap to quick decision making, really fast on the draw. Gotta fucking make sure you're adjusting on the fly, because you do, like, you have to adjust your strategy sometimes in this game. It's more than just push forward to win. Unlike what some motherfuckers would have you think. If you just push forward to win, guess what? You're going to be like these guys who think that the Allies in Normandy are, it's just completely one-sided and you can never win in Normandy as the Allies. Because guess what, buddy? You're just running head-on into that MG42. There's spots in the wall that if you look, and you've probably seen it in a few of my videos as well, that if you put a detonation pack on there, or an explosive pack, guess what? You can breach through the wall and go around them. Crazy, I know, but it's simple-minded shit like that kind of annoys me, because this game does have a tactical element to it that people are refusing to see, and I think that bleeds over into some of the hate with Stalingrad here, and people do that. And instead of actually addressing their issues, they say, oh, well, the game's unfair. Well, how is the game unfair? Oh, well, it's unfair because you could pay $30 to get all the equipment. Well, they still have to grind through those levels, right? Which, by the way, I will say I am also on board with tweaking that to where it's a little slower. because when I was going through some of the levels when I was playing this and I didn't have everything unlocked, especially in the beginning, there were just points where I would just roll through whole campaign levels, like sometimes 2 or 3 at a time, right? I forget what the multiplier was for that, but if they wanted to tweak that down a little bit for the next one, I'd be perfectly fine with it. But basically a lot of the Stalingrad stuff that I've noticed, and that is the majority of it, is just that $30, I guess you say, paywall that they have. One of the other ones is kind of, I guess you could say, the terrain with Stalingrad, which, yeah, I guess that's a legit gripe, because it's very samey. It's just a more wide open Berlin, which I don't have a problem with that. I'm perfectly fine fighting in Stalingrad. Gives me a lot of old Call of Duty, World at War, Call of Duty Finest Tower vibes. as I think my buddy Thunder said, it gave him a lot of Finest Hour vibes. But yeah, it's just some of these people, I don't get where they're coming at with it. It's almost like they don't want to see the game survive. You know, they just oh, it's got to be free. You know, make everything free. Like, yeah, that'd be nice. In a perfect world, they would be able to do it for free, and I'm pretty sure they really do want to give some of this stuff out for free. But unfortunately, we live in reality, and in reality, shit costs money. You have to pay programmers. You have to pay, people. Artists. You have to pay, sound guys. You have to pay fucking Phil, the security guard at the reception desk at Gaijin Entertainment, who sits there for maybe 5 hours a day at the front, asking what room you're trying to get to and what floor it's on. But I'll say this right now, trying to do this the way, Fortnite does it, some of these other games, like, no, don't. Like, I don't play this game for that. I play this game because it's enlisted. Okay? They've provided me a service. They've provided me something that I enjoy a lot. A fuck ton, if you haven't noticed. And I'm more willing, because I know these guys aren't just gonna, wrap it up in 4 or 5 months when numbers aren't where they're at, and, just pack it up and go home. Battlefield 2042. And they're going to keep working on it. Is everything going to be perfect? No. Are they going to try new things? Yes. And when I hear just people ragging on Stalingrad the way they have been the last few months, especially the ones who don't provide solutions to their problems. I've touched on that already. It annoys me. It really does. It annoys the fuck out of me. Like, they're sitting here, you can tell they're trying their fucking best, and you want this game to be more like Fortnite? Then go play fucking Fortnite, guy. Alright? You don't have to fucking be here. Like, for real. That's how I feel about that. If you want to play Fortnite so badly, right? If you want to see stuff like in Fortnite so badly, go play fucking Fortnite. If you want to see stuff that Call of Duty does, go play Call of Duty. All right, numbers aren't exactly that great, for them or Battlefield right now. Because instead of trying new stuff, they chase trends, and they're you think these guys are bad. You think these guys are bad? I remember when there was a point when Day 1 DLC was like the worst offense that you could commit. Oh my god, they have Day 1 DLC. How do you get off? You release this game, in an incomplete state. And most of these people, when they'll say shit like that, they don't understand that there are other, microtransactions systems out there, like in any Ultimate Team. If you think what these guys here are doing, look up any FIFA Ultimate Team, any Hockey Ultimate Team, any Madden Ultimate Team. Just look at that system. The only Ultimate Team type of thing that I have ever been involved with that I thought was done any kind of somewhat legitimately, that had some kind of stability was with Diamond Dynasty and MLB The Show. And that's only because that they actually had a tax system in place for the auction house, for the stubs, for all that stuff. So when you would buy something, they would still take out some of the stubs, and it helped keep inflation down on some of the better players, right? So Mike Trout didn't end up becoming worth over 100 billion stubs by the end of the season. He was still kind of hovering at $1 million to $3 million, right? But some of the ultimate, but even then, it was still microtransaction heavy. Was it a bit easier to kind of be that completely free-to-play player in Diamond Dynasty? Yes, but it still hampered you a lot. You try that in Hockey Ultimate Team, FIFA Ultimate Team, it ain't happening. Absolutely not. It's you have to pay money if you want any kind of halfway decent fucking team by the second or third month. You have to pay money for those games. And just kind of the way they've set that shit up. I mean, it's and people talk about how it's shitty for $30. The equipment, yes, but paying $30, guys, I'd rather give these guys $30 once a year than EA or Activision $70+ for a game. Like I said, they're just gonna ditch 4 months down the road, because it is awful. And I don't know. I don't think people really, when they start complaining about shit like that, is it bad that the companies are putting stuff in there like that? Yes. On the other end, though, again, they're companies. What is their sole purpose? To make money. So when you go and you start bitching and moaning about how little Timmy spent over $1,000 on Hockey Ultimate Team there, trying to get, a Wayne Gretzky Legend card, I'm going to just sit there and go, well, why were you the dumbass that had your fucking debit card on file on the PS4? Yeah, I get it and understand. It's easy as fuck. Just leave it on there, this, that. But it's called being a parent, guys. You have to know, hey, little Timmy is impulsive as fuck. Does not have a whole lot of impulse control. If he sees something, he's probably going to get it, right? Doesn't know that it costs money. People need to be parents. They really do. There are parental locks on these fucking systems that will keep little Timmy from dumping $1,000 on a fucking video game for Hockey Ultimate Team or FIFA Ultimate Team, whether he wants Lionel Messi, Wayne Gretzky, or fucking Barry goddamn Sanders. I don't know. But, sitting there, some of the governments, speaking of, thinking of Belgium now, I do know some governments have, outlawed loot boxes, this, that, and everything else. And that's their prerogative. That's the government's prerogative. But I'm kind of sick and tired of hearing people sitting here and going, oh, well, they should do this, this, and this. Not provide any solutions to the problem that they have created in their own head. Oh my god, Gaijin makes fucking money. Yeah, big fucking deal. I don't care. Alright? I'm able to, I'm more than willing to put out $30 once a year for this shit. I even have fucking premium and I buy the battle pass too. Alright? I'm responsible. I'm able to fucking see how I can spend, where I can spend, all that shit. And if you're just going to sit there and bitch and moan and say little Timmy shouldn't be able to get on the game and not spend $1,000, I'm going to say, yeah, you're absolutely right, so why aren't you putting your parental controls on? Alright? It's not on the government of fucking Holland to regulate that shit. It's on you to make sure that your dumbass kid doesn't get on there to spend a fuckload of your money that you didn't fucking want him to spend, because guess what? Now you can't make fucking rent. That's on you. And that's always going to be on you. Because the systems are in place. And I'm tired of fucking people wanting other people, to fix their fucking problems that they can easily fix themselves. I know that's a little bit of a tirade. I'm kind of getting off the topic of Stalingrad here, but when I hear people talk about Stalingrad and when they bash it, that's basically a lot of what I'm hearing. Oh, I suck at the game. I can't compete. I can't perform. Some of what is legitimate. I will state that right now again. Some of what is legitimate, because they do have a good chunk of the guns behind that $30 paywall. But at the same time, you don't have to play Stalingrad. I understand they want more of a player base in Stalingrad. They want as much of a fucking money pool as they can get. I completely and fully understand that. However, if you're just gonna fucking sit there, bitch, moan, complain about spending $30 for an early access fucking kind of thing, you know, when you know that they're gonna be releasing that shit later on down the line, regardless, like, and you're not providing me a different solution other than, oh, we'll make the game completely different. How? Make it like Fortnite? Nah, I ain't about that life. If you, like I said earlier in the video, if you really want to play Fortnite, then go play Fortnite. Don't play Enlisted. Alright. I'm basically beating a dead horse here at this point. We're 26 minutes in. It's been a little bit different. I really wanted to talk more about, you know, some of the other stuff in Stalingrad, not just the one thing everyone keeps bitching about, which is the $30 paywall. Oh my god. Then don't pay it. Simple as, you know. But nah. And before and I'm just gonna end this video off by saying, if you think I'm shilling for Gaijin or Darkflow, I just want to let you know I was one of their biggest fucking adversaries when their Gaijin's old spokesman was pissing and moaning about giving everyone a free M1. All right, I understand. Maybe I live in the internet generation of pics or it didn't happen. I get that, but you guys are just gonna have to take me on my word for this. But you know, I was deep into making sure, hey, where's our free M1 that you promised us? Free M1, still don't have a free M1. You know. So I understand these people are not perfect, companies are not perfect. But I'm also not a massive shill for these guys either. This was just something that's been annoying me for a while, and like I said, I really needed to get it off my chest, because a lot of the people that are bitching about it, they aren't providing solutions, and the solutions that they are providing would just completely change the game as we know it, and I don't like that. I like the game as is, you know. Tweak it, make it better. Obviously, it's not going to be like this all the time. You know, but yeah, that's basically how I'm going to end it. A little bit more of a whimper than a bang. You know what? Oh, here we go. One of the other things they should do with Stalingrad that I know came in with Stalingrad is with the AT guns. Guys, when I'm looking down the scope of the AT gun, try and help me out there a bit. Don't make it to where it's all shaky. Those things have tow bars on them that would stabilize them. So yeah, you definitely fix that. You know, gameplay wise. I'm sorry I had to bitch about people fucking wanting you guys to make money for about 15 or so minutes. You know, talking zero about gameplay, but that's where all the complaints have been at. Nothing on really, you know, gameplay or any of that. It's just always, oh, monetization. Okay, and big deal. They need to make money. Oh, I'll leave it here. It probably won't get seen by a whole lot of people. So, Um, that's all I've got. I'll figure out a way to end it here at the 30-minute mark. So, see ya.